In this video, we're gonna go over 8 or 9 whiskeys that I'm probably going to drink this Thanksgiving, and maybe you should check out as well. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Carlos. Thank you for joining me here on the Whiskey Corner. I truly appreciate it. Thank you everyone that has supported the channel, has stopped by, checked out the videos. You are amazing, and I love being a part of this community. Thank you. If you have not yet done so, please do me the favor and just subscribe. That is all that I ask for, and definitely helps out the channel. Now, if you're feeling generous, you could also like, comment, click that bell icon, and well, we also have a Patreon as well that's probably waving here where I'm waving my hands. So we have a long list today. I just hit my Weller's 107. No. We have a long list, right? These are 8 whiskeys or so. I think they're 8. It might be a little bit more. 8 whiskeys or so that I would be drinking this Thanksgiving. Now, I'm not saying that I'm gonna drink all of these, but I broke it down into different categories of what I'll be doing on my Thanksgiving and what bourbon or whiskey I would drink. I don't think I have many ryes here. I don't think I have any ryes actually, but this is just my particular list. I do have different types of whiskeys on there per se, but this is my list of what I would be drinking. I just watched Drew P. Whiskey's video about his top 7 that he would be drinking on Thanksgiving. Go check out Drew P. Whiskey. He's really a cool guy, and he has some amazing videos. But I got the idea of like, hey, I would be going through my day drinking some bourbon and whiskeys as well. So this is my list, and like I said, I broke it down into different categories, and the categories, I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then we're gonna go into what bourbon I would say. Now, caveat is that some of the bourbons that I have here are bourbons that I have in my bar. Well, all of them are bourbons that I have in my bar, but bourbons that I have in my bar that you might not be able to find everywhere. So if you don't find these on your shelves or everywhere, I'll try to put in something else that I would put in its place that's probably found over the shelf. So let's get started because we have a long list and this might be a long video. So we are hosting Thanksgiving at my house. In doing that, we're gonna have some people over, obviously, but we gotta get the house ready. I'll be running around. So why not run around with already a drink in me, right? So as I'm doing stuff around the house, running around, I decided to start off my day with some good bourbon. So the bourbon that I would pick for this to kind of start out my palate is Smoke Wagon straight bourbon whiskey. This is amazing. It's only 30 bucks. I didn't get this one at 30. I think I got it at 40 online, but it is amazing. Right? Yes, it is not found everywhere. So if you're sitting here yelling at the screen saying, why would you start with this? I can't find it in my area. Well, have another one that has quickly become a favorite of mine that hopefully you can find better in your area because I see it around everywhere here. So hopefully it's in your area as well. And it's also 30 bucks. Actually here it's under 30 bucks. I think it's like 28. And that is Dickel Bourbon 8 years, right? I know not a lot of people are fans of Dickel, but try that. You will become a believer. And I know some people have mixed reviews about it, yada, 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 mineral water taste, all that good stuff. Try it. You might be leisurely surprised, right? Because it is a great bourbon. Now, if not, then insert any other low proof bourbon here that you want to drink, right? So that will get me started for the day. Now, after that, I already got everything all set. Now it's starting to actually prep the meal. Whether you gotta start doing the recipes, start putting stuff in the oven, or because we are hosting at my house, moving stuff around, whether it's tables, moving furniture, where are we gonna put this, where are we gonna put that? Throughout all that, I wanna have a good bourbon inside of me, right? I wanna be drinking on something good. So this bourbon is also gonna get me ready for what's coming later on with the sweetness. You know, there's a lot of sweetness in Thanksgiving. So I have two for you, because it depends if you want a lesser proof or a higher proof. The lesser proof is Old Forester 1910. This is freaking amazing. And I wasn't a believer at the beginning, but now I am. But if you want something a little higher proof, then go with its twin brother, or sort of twin brother, 1920, which is a little bit higher proof, right? 1910 is 90 proof. This one is 100 and something proof. I don't remember, 110 proof, something like that. But it's definitely a little bit more proofier. Take your pleasure. Whichever one you decide to go with, that is a good one to have during this time. Okay, and I keep looking down because I have a list here, and it's a lot of categories to remember, guys. Okay, so we have that. Now we are in the pre-meal stage. Okay, pre-meal stage to me means you're getting ready, you're setting up the table with like appetizers, or even if you're bringing out the food, you're down here setting up the music, waiting for guests to come. This is pre-meal activities, putting on the football game, making sure that everything is ready for, you know, when people start showing up. So for this, I'm going to do two, because one of them, again, might be a little harder to find depending on what's being sold in your area. And this one I actually am drinking right now. I freaking love. Let me go take a taste. Cheers. That is amazing. This one is Remus Repeal 5. Freaking love this. So I got another one, plus I ordered one on Flaviar, which is probably the cheapest purchase that I've made on the Remus Repeals. So I got 3 bottles, and I do not regret buying those 3. This freaking thing is amazing. This is a great bourbon at this stage because it'll set the mood for what's about to happen. When you start receiving people and start talking to everybody, see people that you haven't seen in a while. So if you do not have Remus Repeal 5 in your area or can't get it, well, I would go with, I don't have a bottle of it right now. I actually ran out of it, but I would go with a Knob Creek 9. It could be the 100 proof, it could be the 120 proof, but it is such a great bourbon as well. And, well, the best thing is that you can find it on the show. So definitely pick up one of those, because that would be great. So we are past the pre-meal stage. We are about to sit down, we're saying grace, everybody is hungry, they want their meal, and we're gonna sit down and eat some Thanksgiving dinner. So in this one, I'm gonna do 2, right? One, again, that might be a little harder to find, but one that is definitely over the shelf and goes with Thanksgiving. So I'll start with that one first. I would either do Wild Turkey Rare Breed. You know I was gonna go with the Wild Turkey, you have to. Or Russell's Reserve, and I'm out of this one, so I gotta go get another one. But Russell's Reserve, I would probably go with the Russell's Reserve better. I like that better, but Rare Breed is a great bourbon as well. You gotta go with the turkey. I mean, you have to. And the problem is that they are such great bourbons. How could you not, right? And it goes with Thanksgiving. Turkey, Wild Turkey, come on. Now, if you wanna take it up a notch, you can go with something special. Whether that's the Wild Turkey Master's Cube. I don't have a bottle of that. Whether it's a Blanton's, I have a bottle of that, but it's not what I'm gonna be drinking. You can take it as something special to have with those family members that you're gonna have around that you might have not seen for a long time, or you just wanna enjoy and, you know, drink some bourbon with. So what I would be doing is my Stag Junior. So I'm gonna open this up, enjoy it with a few people, and well, enjoy myself some Stag Junior because that is really good and I love it. So insert here any special bourbon that you want to enjoy with those loved ones and friends that you have. All right, so we're done. Our bellies are full. We're done with our dinner. We want to just chill. We're not ready for dessert just yet, right? We might be going outside, drinking a little bit, talking. In my case, people are gonna be out in the tiki. You might take this chance to smoke a cigar, right? In this case, what I would do is go with two. Again, I'm gonna give you two separate ones just because one of them you might not be able to find, and another one, it has ones that you can find readily. So here, I would either put, if you're in a colder area, I would definitely put High West Campfire. If you're gonna have the fire, we're gonna have the fire going, although it is hot in South Florida. I'm still gonna be drinking Campfire. Well, I don't know. Campfire High West is an amazing one, right? But particularly me, I know myself and I'm not gonna do the Campfire, right? But that is a great one, so I would recommend that. I'm probably going to do one of my Maker's Mark limited releases. This is the FAE01, and the one that comes to mind first, I have a SE4 PR5 over there that I can also get into as well. And I'm trying to find the FAE02, which hasn't become available in my area yet. So hope to find that soon because it's getting great reviews. So one of those would be the ones that I would pick because I think it pairs well with a cigar and just relax. So that's what I would go with. But obviously if you can't find the Campfire or one of the limited releases, I would go with a store pick of Maker's Mark. Whether it's Total Wine, ABC, all these liquor stores have their own special blend, with their own staves and stuff like that, that you can pick up. If you still can't get that, then just go with a regular 46 cask strength, Maker's 101, or just a Maker's cask strength. These are all great ones to have during this stage in the night. All right, so we had our cigar, we've talked, but now, we're getting that little sweet tooth. We want the dessert. Well, what goes better with dessert than, a sweet, sweet bourbon? I have two for you. I'm not gonna bring it down, but up there, I have my Elijah Craig Toasted Bear, which is a bourbon that I truly, truly love. I actually like it a lot better than the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked, which is the other one that I'm gonna mention, because it's over the shelf and you can get it everywhere. And it's really good as well. But I lean a little bit more towards the Elijah Craig Toasted Bear. I only have one bottle though, so if I don't feel like opening it up that day, I have it open, but if I don't feel like kind of taking some that day, definitely will go with the Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. You cannot go wrong with any of those two. Another one that I will say that might or might not be available in your area is if you haven't tried Oak and Eden Bourbon Spire. It is a pretty good one. It's pretty sweet because of the honey that it has in it, and that Spire that they put in there definitely works wonders. I know it's gotten mixed reviews, but for my palate, I particularly like it, and I taste that it's sweet, so it goes great with some dessert, right? Okay, those are the actual categories for the night, but I'll give you two more categories that you might or might not encounter. Now, this next category is if you have that guest that's not truly a whiskey drinker, you don't really want to waste your really good bourbon on that type of drinker. But you still want to make them welcome, want to include them with certain things. I would insert any beginner bourbon here, right? Quite honestly, so you got your Buffalo Trace, your Elijah Craig Small Batch, Four Roses Small Batch, 1792 Small Batch. I can keep going on and on. But the one that I would pick, because it's really good, it's cheap, and you can find it everywhere, is Evan Williams Single Barrel Vintage. This thing in my area is 23, 24 bucks. It's good, and it's only 86 proof. So it's a great bourbon for those that aren't into whiskey. They want to try it. They see you guys all having fun, and they want to be included. So I would offer them that, kind of like an easy sipper. You can even put some water in there for them, and it'll make it better. Some ice cubes. It'll make it better for them to actually be included and still feel like you're drinking some good bourbon. Now, you'll also encounter those guests that are not gonna drink it like that, and they want cocktails. So for that, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Cocktail King Wild Turkey 101, but this is not what I'll be using. What I will be using is, and shout out to your drinking buddy, because he's the one that recommended this. So go check out his channel and his videos. He's a great guy and has some good content. He recommended that I use my Larceny to get rid of it, because I'm trying to get rid of it, and it makes a great mixer. So that's what I'm gonna be using to mix some cocktails, and hopefully, I can bring it down a lot. If not, get rid of it. So that's what I would use. So we got cocktails, a mixer for the cocktails, and an easy beginner drinker. Now, the last category. If you're not hosting Thanksgiving, you are going somewhere else, you don't want to go empty-handed, right? Some people bring beers. I know in the Spanish community, we bring beers, like a big 18 case, a 24 case of beer. You could do that. It's gonna run you like 18 bucks. So why not bring over a bourbon? That's my take on it. Now, you can do the Evan Williams Single Barrel Vintage. You can do any of the other beginners. Oh, Buffalo Trace. I mean, in my area, it's 25 bucks. So you can do any of those. Me particularly, if I get invited somewhere, it's gonna be with one of my family members or friends that are already into bourbon. They're not full-on bourbon like me, but they do like their whiskeys. So what I would do is I spend a few more extra bucks and go with the Four Roses Single Barrel. This is a great bourbon. It's 100 proof, but you can put water in it to kind of, you know, dumb it down a little bit, and it looks great. I mean, the embossed roses. It's an intriguing bottle. It's definitely like a bottle that you don't see everywhere, right? So that's what I would go with, just because it looks like it's a costly bottle, although in my area it's only like 45 bucks, right? So I would take that over versus buying a case or two of beers, right? And then I can enjoy that as well, and the people there can enjoy it also. You can also do like a Jack Daniels or something like that if you really wanted to, I don't know. But that is the last category, guys. So let me know, what do you guys think about this list? What would you put on this list? What would you take off? How would you spend your Thanksgiving Day drinking? And just comment below, let me know. I'm curious to hear others' answers. I saw Drew P. Whiskey's, as I mentioned, his video, and he had some very good choices on there. Some of them did apply to what I put here, but I definitely am curious to see other people's responses. Like I said, check out his channel, Drew P. Whiskey. Also check out your Drinking Buddies channel. They're both great channels, and definitely ones that I watch videos from all the time. So please do me a favor, just subscribe. That is it. I'm not going to go through everything else, but I will say that this would be the video that I'm going to be putting out before Thanksgiving. So I'm not going to talk to you guys before then. So please have a very happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your loved ones, with your families, with your friends. So till next time, guys, enjoy that whiskey. I'm going to enjoy this Remus Repeal, and well, see you on the next video.